Sorry, we were a bit late today. We had so many chamber work to do. 458, finish it, and then dispose of witnesses. 458, please.
Well, this is the Human Rights Violations Investigation Commission sitting live in Abuja. We are about to start now, and we shall continue from where we stopped yesterday with the case of Kola Abiola in relation to the father's detention and death. Perhaps after that, the case of Chief Oladipo there may follow. Thank you for joining us on NTA Plus. Good morning.
Yes. 458.
Petition number 458, Kola Abiola and another. 458, Kola Abiola and another. 458, Kola Abiola and another. Petitioner absent, my lord.
Any other appearances?
I am Mrs. Chinwe Owando. Appearing with me is Mr. Emmanuel Akaka.
May it please your Lordship and members of the Commission, my name is Omar Shitian. I appear for General Sabo, General Ibrahim Sabo.
With respect, my Lord Chairman, distinguished members of the Commission, I appear for Major Hamza Mustafa. With me, my Lord, are the following: Amobi Nzelu, Esquire, and Bala Na Allah, Esquire.
With profound respect, my Lord, and other distinguished members of this commission, my name is Y.C. MKO. I have the following learned gentlemen appearing with me: T. George Tiendezwa, Lydia Joe Madugu, all for General I.R. Bamayo.
May it please the Honorable Commission and members, I am Rufus Olanrewaju. I humbly appear for all the oppressed people of Nigeria.
No. Any more clapping, I will clear this hall. If there's any more clapping, I ask everybody to go away. We don't really need you, but we allow you to stay here. What are you clapping for? And who are the oppressed people of Nigeria appearing? If you want to create a scene, you're a lawyer, we treat you as a lawyer. But if you behave not like a lawyer, we will not treat you as a lawyer. Who are the oppressed people of Nigeria appearing? Tell me which of them briefed you. No counsel appears without proper briefing. Mr. Bamo, you are listening, and we are there, this sort of thing is happening. Give him the microphone. It shouldn't be allowed. No, no, the senior advocate. These are younger lawyers. You should.
My Lord, I hope I'm not being put in the witness box. That is correct, my lord, but everyone is entitled.
At least a client must be identifiable.
I agree, my lord. I agree, my lord.
We have allowed so many things to go on because we thought people would be free to come and listen to what is happening. All we hear is whenever something is done, it's clapping. Clapping for? They don't even understand the English. They clap. What are they clapping for? Huh? You see somebody is killed, you clap.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm not recording appearance. Look, remove his name. We have nobody called to praise people of Nigeria.
As your
here.
lordship pleases.
Yes? Yes, yes, yes. How far have we gone here?
Your Lordship, General Sabo was in the witness box yesterday. He's here to conclude his evidence.
He has not been cross-examined.
No, my lord, no, he has
Well,
not
can I
been.
come back for cross-examination then?
Yes, my lord. General Sabo, please.
It's fourth witness. Fourth witness.
Yes, my lord. Fourth witness.
Yes, cross-examined.
Yeah. General Sabo, you remember you are on oath?
Yes, my lord.
Yeah. Now, you did say yesterday, which was a confirmation of that aspect of your evidence in Lagos, that on the 8th of July, 7th of July, oh no, 8th of June, 1998, that was the day General Abacha died, that General Bamayi had a discussion with you regarding the fate of the late MKO Abiola. Is that correct?
Correct, my lord.
Now, in Lagos, you did say that you had difficulty in expressing your fears to General Abubakar.
Exactly, my lord.
Now, and you very strongly believe that if you had had that opportunity, you might have been able to inform General Abubakar what you were told by General Bamayi.
Exactly, my lord. Even in detention, I wrote him a letter to restate what I wanted to tell him, because he was still in charge of this country. And to rule Nigeria is a function of leadership. Whether we like it or not, if the leader is derailing, the whole country will derail with the concomitant effect on the masses. So I wrote him a letter in detention, and in order to authenticate that I was the author, I told the SSS to give me a tape recorder so that I can read through what I wrote. That was done, it was sealed and taken to him, and it was divulged. I came to know about it when I was released. At the appropriate time, I will mention more.
Now, General, please. General, now you will agree with me that the purport of your evidence so far, from what I can gather, is that coup plotting, coup making, is essentially influenced by other considerations other than the usual justification. In other words, you said yesterday, lust for power and money.
Correct, my lord.
Wouldn't it be better to reserve this for Diaz's case? Diaz's case is coup plotting. Abiola didn't plot any coup.
Well, okay, sir. I get the point.
My lord, yesterday, if I may comment, sir, yesterday I made mention that whether it is by coup or by ascension,
yeah, it's the same thing.
as it were, divine intervention or whatever intervention. That is that underlying factor. That is why I went ahead to give some preambles of the thirst and crave for money before the ascension, and what followed was evidenced.
We've got a lot of evidence on that, even DS Exhibit 2.
Yes, sir.
DS Exhibit 2.
Yes, sir.
Has a paragraph
Yes,
on that.
Yes, sir. Now, General, you also agree with me that if you look at the events that happened between December 1997 and July 1998, there is what you can call elimination series with respect to certain individuals in power who were arrested for coup plotting to clear the way for those who emerged. In other words, in December, General Dia and others were involved, said to have been involved in what you have termed General Bamayi's coup.
Correction, my lord. I said it should be redesignated Dia Bamayi coup.
Dia Bamayi coup. Now, with the Chief of General Staff out, in June, General Abacha died. Now with General Abacha out, General Husseini could not be supported by you from the evidence you gave yesterday, because at that time it was linked with the circumstances surrounding General Abacha's death.
Correct, my lord. He was the last man to be with him.
General Abacha.
Yes, sir.
That then left for you, for the country or the armed forces, a choice between General Abubakar and General Bamayi.
Correct, my lord, in that hierarchical disorder, yes.
But you opted, you and the security sharps and members opted for General Abubakar.
Correct, my lord.
Now, you also recall that there was a demand throughout the country at that material time that that opportunity of General Abacha's death be used to sort out the June 12th debacle. There was demand all over the place.
They are aware. That is what informed the visit of Abraham or Adesanya and the rest people to the villa to see General Abubakar.
Now, and in detention, to your knowledge as the Director of Military Intelligence, Chief MKO Abiola was also demanding for his mandate.
Correct.
With renewed vigor, he was demanding for that mandate.
Correct, my lord. If you heard what Zadok said yesterday, that at no time did he stop his unremitting drive to actualize his mandate.
Now, and from what you said yesterday, Abiola had to be cleared out of the way to allow for the unprecedented looting that followed.
It's very clear, my lord. When other people who were impediments to that type of loot, monumental I will call it, looting that did happen, then Abiola's case was only a very clear example, because he would have been out to be demanding for his mandate, as I said, and an incongenial atmosphere would have been created for that to happen. So the best thing is to clear anybody who is an impediment. There will be shout and cry for a few months, and then thereafter they stabilize and continue.
Now, you did reel out figures yesterday regarding financial profligacy.
Correct, my lord.
Now, are you aware that between January and May 1999, in line with the evidence you gave yesterday, that contracts were hastily awarded?
My lord, we must bring it to your lordship's attention. My lord has been very indulgent to this witness. My lord, we wish to observe that a lot of the evidence he gave yesterday, we shall soon get to that. actually fall outside the terms of reference of this commission. All the evidence about contracts, about looting, about all whatnot. My Lord, we would request that the witness that his memory be refreshed as regards the terms of reference of this commission. If he doesn't know them, we shall oblige him with a copy of the terms of reference. My Lord, we request that he be asked to confine his evidence to the issue that brought him here, namely the death of Chief MKO Abiola. My Lord, that's our humble application.
My Lord, if I may comment here,
No,
there are
as a
forward...
lawyer, he has to, a reply will come from a lawyer, not from a witness.
My Lord, may I humbly disagree with my learned friend that the evidence given by the witness falls outside the terms of reference of this commission. First of all, the term of reference number 2.
Our objection is that the question has nothing to do with the death of Abiola, which is what we are investigating. Contract and financial deals.
It has to do with...
may be relevant somewhere else. That is Mustafa's court. Not Mustafa here. Akambi's court.
Yeah, but my Lord, it has a lot to...
Is that not what the objection is all about?
No, it has to do with the circumstances that led to late Abiola's death. The witness has just repeated and said yesterday that one of the reasons why Abiola had to be...
What is the nexus between these contracts and financial deals and Abiola's death?
Yeah, the nexus, my Lord, it lies in the fact that Abiola had to be removed in order to make way for these frauds and monumental theft to take place. And he laid...
That we have noted.
Yeah, he laid a foundation that behind all coups, the motives have always been graft and lust for money. And this is an underlying fact, which I believe...
not too far-fetched?
Pardon?
If we are talking about Abiola's death, is that not too far-fetched?
My Lord, my opinion, it is not.
He has already given evidence Abiola had to go, had to be removed. We have noted that. Does he need other things to support it?
No, but my Lord, it is cross-examination. It's nothing to do with examination.
I think our objection is well taken. Let's confine ourselves to Abiola's death.
I'm here to reply, sir.
Very well.
Now, Sabo. Now, I'm just going.
Yes, my Lord.
The objections.
My Lord, sir, without really conceding to the fact, to possibly the truth being spoken by General Sabo, I think that the objection to stop him from continuing in that line of evidence, it's improper. And my reasons are this.
If you shout again, everybody will leave this place. We only want witnesses. We don't want a crowd. So listen to what the law is saying.
My Lord, I want to make this very, very point, which I also raised previously. So much has been said against my client by General Sabo outside petitions that were brought before this commission. In fact, in this particular commission, General Bamai has not been served up till this moment with the petition by Abiola. We have not been given responses or exhibits that have been tendered. It was only when General Sabo came here that the name of my client is mentioned. My Lord, to allow this objection or to sustain this objection is to say that by the time General Bamai will come to speak, he will also be conscripted to certain things which would not exhaustively answer things that the world might have heard already about General Bamai. So
you want us to probe the financial and the contract?
Whatever it is, sir, let him go ahead. We would answer him seriety. he has a burden to establish before this commission about the truth of what he has said. The records are there. If General Abubakar gave any contracts, he didn't just give any contract verbally. This commission has the power to fall back on that record to confirm whether General Sabo is telling the truth or not. But my lord, to allow this objection to be sustained, it is to say that my client, in the redress of violations of human rights, would have his own human rights deeply violated. So I beg
did you raise an objection?
Yes, my lord, I am saying that General Sabo be allowed to go the whole hog.
Hold it. If you raise an objection when they mentioned their client and we ruled on it, or did you not?
My lord, this is a public hearing. Any objection raised at such a point would appear as if we have something up our sleeves. We are up to the task. Whatever General Sabo has come to this commission to say, my lord, I am telling you that without all unpretentious terms, that I have absolute confidence in the truth about my client's case, and that we are going to answer General Sabo seriatim and then satisfy this honorable court that he is simply a man of zero integrity. So he should be allowed to go all the hog to say whatever he has.
Yes, noted. Noted. They say council can go on, but please limit yourself to how it concerns Abiola's death. Now, don't be on a wild goose chase.
I won't do that. I assure your lordship. General Sabo.
Yes, my lord.
I'm trying to be as logical as possible with you. You did say, and you are maintaining this money, that my client, MKO Abiola, was killed to create a congenial atmosphere for looting that followed. Is that what you are saying?
That's what I said, my lord.
Now, are you aware that this allegation of yours have been confirmed by the news magazine of April 31, 2000? Please have a look at this. Have you seen that magazine before?
No, my lord, I have not.
But that is the news magazine of what date?
31st April 2000.
We seek to tender it, sir.
It'll be 52.
Now, just to save the time of the commission, just give him the exhibit. Please, can you just read the headline?
My lord, as always, I am not the author, so you
Don't worry, don't worry.
No, read it for me, my lord.
No, I asked. You have it, please. Witness. That is the exhibit.
What I'm saying, previously I rescinded.
Okay. Let me read it for you, if you can.
Okay, my lord.
640 billion scam. General Abubakar aides indicted. Exclusive details of the Kolade panel report. Now, you did say yesterday that Chief MKO Abiola, for 4 years, was detained under the late General Sani Abacha.
That's right, my lord.
He died a month after the taking over of power, accession of the throne by General Abubakar.
Correct, my lord.
Now, you also did say yesterday that multinational corporations gave money to the tune of $40 million.
Correct, my lord.
I'll be correct in saying that Shell was one of them. Or you don't have the details?
The details are contained in that document and the cassette I sent to General Abubakar.
Thank you very much. We'll have that later. Now, we did, you listened to Sadok's evidence yesterday.
I did, my lord.
And he said that Chief MKO Abiola was brought from Kano to Abuja when he was charged with treason. Is that correct? You know Chief Abiola was charged with treason in Abuja. You know that?
Yes, my lord.
Now, have a look at this, whether you can recognize Chief Abiola there. This Comet newspaper. Can you recognize Chief Abiola on the left? No, we seek to turn sir. Can you recognize Chief Abiola there, left-hand side?
He appeared in two places. One alighting from...
A Black Maria?
Well, I wouldn't know, but something would step.
Where is there?
And then
Yes,
there was a paper report that gave a complaint that Abiola's name was omitted, yes.
Now, you are aware that, as Sadok said yesterday, that the UN Secretary General, Kofi Annan, and Chief Emeka Anyaoku visited Abiola a few days before his death.
Yes, Zadok said it, and I think Professor Olisho Yinka also said it in his evidence of 2-3 days ago.
Now, you know, Professor Shoyinka did say 2 days ago in the witness box that he got fax messages alerting him of the fact that Chief Abiola was going to be killed in detention.
That's what he said, my lord.
Now, doesn't that corroborate your evidence that you have been informed by General Bamayi that Abiola was going to be killed?
Address is here, not there. If it corroborates, your address
yes,
already
sir.
does.
Now, thank you, sir. Doesn't Professor Shoyinka's evidence that he got messages warning him that Abiola was already marked for elimination? When you heard that 2 days ago from Professor Shoyinka, didn't that for you confirm the message you got from General Bamayi?
It did, my lord.
That's all for him, sir.
Questions?
Mr. Sabo, General Sabo.
Yes, my lord.
Abacha is dead. Abiola would die. Were you satisfied with the security network put up by Hamza Mustafa after this statement?
That is after the June 8th.
Yes.
Very satisfied, because when we talked about the relocation, and he did relocate him, and Zado confirmed yesterday that there was an increase in the security that moved him, which was not the case before when they were moving him routinely.
Who was responsible for this movement?
It was Major Hamza Al-Mustafa.
Thank you very much.
CSO then.
Now, you talked about this money contributed by multinationals, $40 million.
Correct, my lord.
Asking the late general head of state to transform himself into a president.
Correct, my lord.
These multinationals operate in Nigeria, is it correct?
Correct, my lord.
And they belong to some foreign countries.
Correct, my
who
lord.
are preaching democracy.
Correct, my lord.
Thank you.